Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be trying Gumballhead. It is an American wheat pale ale from Floyds Brewing out of Munster, Indiana. Thanks for joining us.
Gumballhead, Gumballhead, rolls right back again. Gumballhead, Gumballhead, sweet and hard to mend. Gumballhead, Gumballhead, stick it to my brain.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. Back to do that once again. There's Jay, there's Andy in the attic. I am Ben. What are we drinking?
Gumballhead.
All right.
That's exciting can art.
Indeed. It's not normal.
I knew it.
So,
Did it spew on you, Andrew?
Yeah, it was rather exuberant at the first crack, but I was able to get underneath it.
I mean, do you run up the stairs and shake these things, or like, are you?
Maybe it's a change in elevation.
High stepping.
Don't you?
No, I don't. I only have one step to go up. So,
Or like when you I thought you meant just like, like a drum major, just like.
I mean, I don't think this beer was pressurized in any way.
no. Especially not getting to Andy. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates.
But it is not normal.
That's curious. Gumballhead, as you said, an American wheat pale ale. It's 5.6%, 38 IBUs. It is their flagship, or one of their flagship ale. Brewed with white wheat and showcases Amarillo hops. Has grapefruit and peach aromas with a lemony finish. The name comes from a cartoon cat character by underground comic artist Rob Sires. It's got a little sig, grumpy looking,
Couple scratches.
rough and tumble type of feline. This is our second beer from Floyds Brewing. You may recall Zombie Dust. Wonderful beer. Another beer they're very well known for. So Floyds. I want to do like you did, Ben. Floyds Brewing.
Take two.
Out of Munster, Indiana. It's a regional brewery founded in 1996. Why Floyds? Well, it was founded by brothers Nick and Simon Floyd and their father Mike. Originally founded in Hammond, Indiana. It's interesting because when it said it's not normal, I was thinking people, because there's a town called Normal, Indiana. I was like, were people like thinking that this was from there? Like, no, it's not normal.
No.
Nope, that's not.
Sure, that's not Normal, Illinois.
Is it Normal, Illinois? I thought it was Normal, Indiana. Might be Normal, Illinois.
Might be both. I mean, we have
several
of the same cities in the South. You got a Decatur, Georgia, Decatur, Alabama.
I mean, are Illinois and Indiana two separate states? I think they're just one. I mean, yeah. I mean, they're interchangeable. They're just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we have some listeners out of Illinois that may disagree.
They may say the same thing about Mississippi and Alabama.
Yeah. They crafted their first beers using a makeshift system. Wait, what's going on today? None of us can talk right.
I can talk
correctly. Talk correctly. Nobody's talking to you, Jay. The makeshift system from salvaged parts, including a soda tank, Swiss cheese fermenter, and wok burners. I thought that was so fascinating after the zombie dice learned about that.
Like cool. MacGyver.
Yeah. They MacGyvered their beer.
Yeah.
They relocated to Munster to a larger facility in 2001. And by 2004, they had opened a brew pub adjacent to the brewery. They used vibrant, heavy metal, and fantasy themes, reflecting the family's interests in local artists. Hence, it's not normal. So, I touched on this in the last one, and I was going to just mention it again. They collaborated with Mikkeller Brewing in 2017, and to start War Pigs USA Brewing, which started in Copenhagen as a brew pub, and that's where Mikkeller was out of. They launched beers in the U.S. That collaboration ended in 2021, and so Three Floyds took over to manage War Pigs solely. And in 2019, they started their Three Floyds distillery, making whiskeys, gins, rums, and aquavit, which is that distilled spirit. I had to look that up again. It's a Scandinavian distilled spirit. And it's from grain or potatoes, and it's got to be flavored predominantly with caraway or dill. Thought that was interesting.
So it's going to be a bold taste.
Rather, yes.
All right.
DUN.
Yeah. All right. Who has had this one before other than me? We've all had this one. Wow.
You haven't logged it, though.
I know, but I got this one, so I've already had.
I got it when I drank it with an old label.
Yeah.
It was so long ago, the label looked different.
All right, I'll go first then. Thought I was going to get to go last, but I'll go first. So the first thing I actually noticed on this one before you even said it, and I know you're not going to believe me, but was the grapefruit. The grapefruit definitely came through on the first few sips for me. And you know, what's the ABV on this one?
5.6.
I was going to say, I mean, it drinks really easy. It's crisp. The grapefruit wears off, and I think at the end of the day, it's just a really easy drinking beer that is great. I wish the grapefruit lingered a little bit longer because I like it. You know, I like grapefruit in beer, but that definitely was the predominant thing for me. So I'm going to give this one a 7.5. I think it's an easy drinker. It's a good one. It's got enough flavor. It's a fun one. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I really like this one. I liked it the last time I had it, and you know, the can art's great, the brewery's great. I think everything I've had from Three Floyds has been really good. So we don't see them very often. So when I'm out and about, I usually grab them if I'm at a Total Wine or something like that. But yeah, to me, when Andy read off the aroma of the grapefruit and the peach, I definitely got the grapefruit. Like you said, Ben, you get a little bit of that on the flavor and some of that lemon that Andy was talking about. And it's easy, great drinking beer. But it's an 8 for me. I really like it. It might be a little more hoppy for a wheat pale ale, but that might be a reason I like it a lot more.
Yep. And I actually grabbed this one in Nashville.
Yep.
Just a liquor store there that had a few options on some craft beer. Andy, what say you?
Well, I look back and it's been almost 9 years since I've had this beer, and wow. I can't remember much of anything about it. So this is like brand new for me.
Then you should have gone first.
Yeah, I know. I would like to say that. The grapefruit and peach blend in well, and it's not a grapefruit peel. It's more of the fruit of the grapefruit. And I can't pick up the lemon finish, but it's better. I'm going to give it a better score than I did back in 2017. This is, for me, it's 7.5. It's really good and easy to drink.
What do you know? That's going to be a 7.7 for the Gumballhead from Three Floyds. Definitely a beer. I think we all agree is an easy one to drink and a good beer. So I think this is, as you said, this is the second one we've had from Three Floyds. I think we've all had maybe another beer or two from the brewery, but definitely, I think if you were watching this and you can grab Three Floyds or you run across it in travel or whatever the case may be, I think it's definitely a brewery worth grabbing. I think we'd all agree with that and trying. And if you've had this one or any other Three Floyds, let us know what you think down in the comments or come hop into our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It is a chat room and we can talk about beer there and other stuff. Check out links down below for Hopped Up Beer Review merch and Hopped Up Beer Review Patreon and other stuff as well. With that, we appreciate you checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell lastly, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Gumballhead, Gumballhead.